Hey guys, it's Nathan and welcome to episode 1 of Althletico Madrid career mode, where with CGL in a way. Well, practically I'm doing Althletico Madrid, he's doing Valencia, so they're pretty much two big teams in the BVA, but obviously are in the shadows of Barcelona, Real Madrid. That's pretty much the way we're doing this series. And it's pretty much the first one to test. I don't know, we're going to try and do this for as many seasons as we can, so I'll probably just be like first one to win the league or something like that, I don't know. But anyway, if you haven't actually seen Callum before, he's a really good guy. He does some really good videos. I don't know how he's doing on like 11 subs, He puts a lot of effort and and time into his videos, and I really think you would like him. So yeah, go sub to him, whatever, and all that, like his videos. Well, no, actually, and leave comments, Team Nathan in the comments. It's just okay. Anyway, as we're into the menu here, as we're just going over that Villarreal save. That's an old save that I'm not really, used in a while, so there's no point in keeping it. Oh, as my headset a bit falls off there, but we're going to advance to invites and see what pre-season tournament we could go with. We go with the last one. I don't know if that was the most money or just there because just because it was the last one. So yeah. We've played our first friendly against Al Hilal or Halal. We'll call it Halal. And we're just going to advance forward and won 3-1. So we're not advanced forward. I don't care. So now we're just going to look at the league objective, which is to qualify for Champions Cup, or Champions League even. It doesn't really make any difference. And the domestic cup objective is to. I think is actually to finish in the top 4, well, qualify for Champions League, but yeah. And he's just stop saying yes so much, but Jimenez wants something, but I just would reject it anyway, pretty much. Just exit the message. And we're just going to clear the other 2 messages in my inbox, or my emails even. And we're going to continue to advance forward. No, we want to fix the team. I don't like that 4-5-1 deep formation, so we're going to change it into the normal 4-5-1, or is that the 4-5-1 attack? Anyway, that 4-5-1, we're going to put Griezmann up top just now until Martinez comes back, because I really do like Martinez on this game. But if you don't know why I'm feeling the cold, and it's really annoying, so I'm still going to fight on for this video. I've mentioned this quite a lot, but I'm feeling the cold, and it's not helping that I went out to go get a Chinese this morning, tonight. So yeah, so we're just getting rid of everybody. Obviously, Gordon's still away on international duty. In the Copa America, so we can't quite have him into the squad just yet. That's the same with Jackson Martinez. So we're advancing forward again. We're going to continue. No. Sorry. We're going to look at. What are we actually doing? Yeah, we advance forward. I thought we did, because I don't usually tend to make a lot of signings before the end of the pre-season tournament, just to see how much money we could actually make. Because we get an offer for Antoine Griezmann here, 35 million. I ask for 45. If they match 45, then I'll be happy. Even though Griezmann is a lot younger than Martinez, I feel like Martinez would still do a good job. And yeah, pretty much that's that. So now we're playing in our second game against Borussia Dortmund. I don't know why I struggled to see that much there, but anyway, we'd skipped the game. We won 1-0, so that's us through into the next round of the stage, regardless of what the figure score is. The Juventus game is, so they say 35 still, so we say meet us in the middle at 40. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And if we could get the 40 million in, that'll leave us with enough room to improve the squad and bring in other players that are going to help in other positions, and maybe just get a bit of backup. And it's just something as well. Carrasco, I don't know what it was, I need to start reading them a lot more. Another question, a quick question is: does training actually proper affect your players, or is it worth my time doing? Pretty much, yeah. So we're through into the next round of the cup. So all we need to do is just sim this game against the Juventus. Skip the game, and we win 2-1. So we're undefeated in the group. Now we'll play our semi-final against Bayern. So we have a big struggle there. Well, maybe a struggle there. So yeah, hopefully we could win the game, as Griezmann offer for has actually been matched, as now we go into this Bayern game where hopefully we could progress into the semi-finals. I was kind of tempted to play it, but I was like, nah, we might as well just sim all pre-season, as we won 1-0 against Bayern. I don't know. Another thing is, I actually forgot to mention before I say what I was going to say, just this is on the top of my head. Me and Callum will be uploading this once or twice a week, and it will be I'll just go up when we actually have, either don't have a video planned, or we actually could upload one, if you know what I mean. There will always be one ready for I can't even speak, sorry, for something during the week, you know, and we'll both be uploading these at the same time, so yeah, so hopefully you can keep, again, going over to his channel and keep an eye on how he's doing, and then you can keep an eye on how we're doing. You know, we might bring Skype into it and like Skype each other and just like actually talk about how we're doing and that for each other's videos. I'd actually quite like to maybe implement that into the series, you know, have sort of just have us speaking at the end of the episode about how our performances went and how we are actually thinking about the results that we got. Like say in the first 4 games we drew 3 and won 2. You know, I wouldn't be too happy with that. You know, you'd want to win more than you draw, especially at a team like Althletico. So that's pretty much what I mean. So yeah, if that's, I'm just explaining that a little bit in case you didn't catch on. But anyway, we are going in for Flavio Ferreira. His name's like Roberto Ferreira. I'm thinking of Flavio. I can't remember his name. I was thinking of some Flavio Facari, maybe, I don't know. That is the guy. But anyway, we put in a bid of around 12 million for Ferreira. I hope that could maybe get accepted, and a £5 million bidding for Shritman. I'm just really hoping that they'll come back and say the transfer offer is unacceptable. We will accept the region of blah blah blah. So we're going to look at some other players. I think we're actually going to go and look at some Premier League teams and see if they've got any good players that we could maybe look to bring in. Obviously, I'll actually start off at Chelsea because they're a pretty good side. Obviously not doing too well in real life, but you know that's going to be tomorrow's video, I think. Considering all the Premier League football's been played, the Monday night football's been played as well tonight, so I might have a quick little upload on that tomorrow about on Saturday's fixtures tonight's fixtures, but yesterday's tomorrow. Yeah. So I'm actually going to speak about Stoke. I might actually just bring Callum on, considering he supports Stoke. So yeah, I will definitely have a football roundup episode ready for tomorrow, and hopefully got some interesting topics to speak about after the weekend's games of football. Obviously the Southampton scoring that, but you know, I don't know what I'm going to be speaking about, considering I have quite a good amount of choice. Anyway, let's get back into the Korean mode. As the Oliver Torres counter offer got rejected. I put in something like 30 million or something, I can't remember. So we're going to put 14 million in for Kevin Strootman. But the second we put an offer in for Kevin Strootman, I don't know if it's here, but the news that Barcelona are interested in signing him, like, come in, and it's, you know, a bit annoying. But also there's another team, Bayern Leverkusen and Bayern Munich, I think, are actually interested in him. So we're going to send the scout to Spain if we don't have one there already. We do, so we actually go and put him into England, as we don't have one there. And so there's some really good talent in that on the BPL, as you already know. Yeah, this is going to be sort of second series. Like, it's going to be in the shadow of Boss with the Blades. That's the main Korean mode right now. That's going to be the main Korean mode for a while, I think. Well, I hope it's going to be the main Korean mode for a while. I've recorded episode 4, and that'll either go up tomorrow on a double upload with Football Roundup, or on Wednesday. So that's going to be pretty good to use, as we are actually to get into, and we're actually looking at some players now from Lyon as we look for Lacazette. No, we don't look for Lopez actually. I was going to think about buying Lacazette, but no, I'm happy with Martinez up front just now. But Lopez, I was going to put All Black in the goal, but I don't really don't like All Black on this game. I don't know, he just seems a bit not sluggish, but obviously not sluggish, but just slow to react and a bit dodgy. So I'm going to bring in Lopez, who I've used quite a bit on Ultimate Team actually. Well, but I say quite a bit. I used him a couple of times, like 3 or 4 games. The team, he was really good, but the team wasn't, so I ended up replacing it. But you know what? I think he'll be a good addition to the team, as now we are looking at some players from the Bundesliga. I don't know if this is my actual scouted one. No, it's not my scouted one, but oh, pardon, I didn't mean that. I just, I've got a bit of, I don't know what I'm on about now. Anyway, we're just keeping on going, looking at some players. I don't know why I do this all the time. I just look down the leagues and it's so annoying. But we're looking at Lars Bender, maybe have a bid around maybe 15-20 million, I don't know yet, but we're just going to put in something like 13 just now and hope for the best. He's 82 rated, 26 years old, he'd be really good in the middle of that midfield. Yeah, we could actually go for his brother Sven, but, they're definitely brothers because they look good. Like, I don't know if they're twins or not because I didn't really look at Sven's age, and yeah. If you actually do have any suggestions down below, you know where the comment section is. I'm not expecting loads, obviously, because I've got 18 subs, but, if there's, like, one guy who knows a good player, then, you could easily just leave it down in the comments for me, and I'll look into him, but we are actually going to wait to look into we're actually thinking about players here, and I'm just trying to think about young centre midfielders that could grow, or who could play well, and I was actually thinking about this in a party with Callum. I'm actually in a party with Callum now, but I ended up muting the party so I could go commentate and so we could get this video up as soon as possible. Today will actually be a double upload because I uploaded Bossing with the Blades today, episode 3. That career was actually going pretty well. I'm really enjoying recording it and making just content on it, as if Juventus reject the £12 million offer just flat out for Ferreira. I was hoping they were going to put, maybe we could accept 25 or something, and then I'd try and negotiate with that. But we'll put something like 15-60 million, and maybe even 17 million. I don't know, but let's see if they come back and say anything about that. Yeah. So we're advanced. No, we're not. We're going to go back into the search players filter. Or are we going to go to negotiations? No, we go to search player, and I think it's because I found a way remember players that we could, well, not remember, but I can finally think of players we can say, nope, that's not this, but we're actually just going to look at some of the young BPL players. Yeah, sorry if I went a bit quiet where I thought my mic cut out, but it didn't. Joe Allen, I think, again, I said this in a previous episode, or was it this episode before I accidentally deleted the whole thing, but I still managed to get the yeah, no, it might not have been in this episode, but I think Joe Allen should move away from Liverpool to back to Swansea or something, back to mid-table, and then work his way up from there. Again, because I think he's a good player, but he's just not the right sort of midfielder for Liverpool yet. I think if he goes and develops a bit more again, he might figure. But again, if I sound weird or just full of sniffles, it's because I've got a really bad cold, and I've just not been not been well recently. But well, I've been feeling okay. It's just I've got a sore head and a bit of a sore throat and a runny nose sometimes, so it's a bit of a cold. I'm not really too bothered. I'm not really letting it get the better of me. But now we're actually going to go in for Ruben Neves, I think, or we're going in for somebody else before him. No, I think it is Ruben Neves. Yes, it is definitely Ruben Neves. 18 years old. He starts off at 75 or 76 rated, and hopefully we could get him as I put in a bid around £5.5 million, or is it just £5 million? I can't quite remember. We put just £5 million in for him. Hopefully we could maybe pick him up relatively cheap, considering he will grow regardless if I play him or not. I do reckon I will play him because I like to use young players that will grow and develop into really good players. I think that's what Callum likes to do as well, and that's how we actually like playing Greenwood together, because we both like to sort of sign the same player, not sign the same players, but sign the same type of players, if you know what I mean. As now we're actually going to go in for Bazour with another £5 million bid. Again, if they do reject, I hope they will come in with an offer saying we'll take £8 million for Bazour, and then I'll be, yeah, fair enough, we'll pay that, stuff like that. So, Korean mode works, but hopefully that's what they're doing, rather than going to flat out reject us again like Juventus did. So we're going to I'm actually going to wrap up this video here, or start wrapping up this video here. If you enjoyed, remember to like, subscribe, and I'll see you later.